Welcome back, everyone. CD Racing here, and I'm thrilled to introduce the first episode of a brand new series here on the channel. As you can see in the background, we're diving into the Colin McRae game mode here in Dirt Rally 2, where we're going to tackle numerous real-world scenarios from McRae's illustrious career. For those unfamiliar, Colin McRae was a legendary World Rally Championship driver, and in 1995, at just 27 years old, he became the first Briton to win the WRC title. Throughout his career, he secured 25 WRC victories, showcasing fearless driving style and earning a reputation as one of the sport's most iconic, yet reckless figures. Now we get a quick preview of his career. You see, starting in 1984, 1991 through 94, he was considered a rising star. In 95 to 98 was when he became world champion. And in 1999, all the way up to 2006, he did a little sideshows, I guess you could say. But we're going to start in the beginning here in 1984, going to Scotland. And as you see, we have to maintain our current position and finish in the top 5. Every one of these scenarios has some sort of real-world situation that McRae was in at the time. And for this first one, we just have to finish a stage without suffering terminal damage. Not that hard. We are in the hard difficulty. As you see, we get a little background. He started out with humble beginnings, driving the Mini Cooper S as a junior at local auto test. The car was quick and nimble, and Colin's performances got him notice it. So, as you see, 100 horsepower little Mini Cooper, just one stage, don't total the car. We are on hard difficulty, and we are going to try and win the stage just as McRae did. Let's go ahead and get a look at it. 4.33 miles. And unlike career mode in this series and this other series on the channel, and this one, I'm allowing myself to go maximum pace the entire time. So some of these attempts that you're seeing in this series are not going to be my first attempt, but I wanted to go pedal to the metal just like McRae did, and let's see how that turned out in this first run. 1. As the lights go down, hard launch on this tiny little Mini Cooper, and you see we charge through gears, only at 4-speed, so we're going to have to pay attention to what gear we're in as we're going. As you see, shifting it down into second for this 3-over crest, and you'll notice very quickly, especially those of you that have been following along with the career mode of this series, this Mini Cooper is so much lighter and flickable than the car that we use. You see this thing just absolutely throwing it through the forest. I'll get more used to it as we go on and really showcase just how much you can flick this little thing around, but as of now, finding our grooves early in the stage, I am pushing it pretty hard because as I told y'all, we are on hard difficulty. If you check the left-hand side of the screen, the AI is right with us at our current pace, so we're going to have to abuse every little shortcut we can find, really listen to the calls, just send this thing through the forest. And let's go ahead and catch up with the calls as they come in. We got an open pass logs right here, left over 100, one right very long. We're going to slow the car down hard into second gear, try to fight the understeer as well as we can, power out of it when we know we've made it in. We've got a 5 right long, tightens over bump, so we're going to adjust our angle as we come over the bump right here, make sure that we're still on track. And then we got a 5 left long, open, middle over small crest, find your place, put it over the middle, do exactly what the co-driver tells you, middle over the crest, 4 left, 3 right over crest, adjust your angle early, send it over there. And just like that, we're still on stage, keeping a lot of momentum. 3, don't touch. So mind your entrance. You see the rocks on the inside. They will flip us if we hit them. Trust me, it happened before. And now, 6 right over jump. We just find your place. 6 left over jump. Just keep your angle over these jumps. Pedal to the metal. Trust the calls. Trust the stage. And we are absolutely sending it at the moment. And now, caution short 3 left. The caution call usually means we're going to have to slow it down quite a bit. We stay in 4th gear, flick it through these consecutive 3s, and now we've got a 40 over 6 right long. Tightens over bump. So we're going to look for that bump in the road. No, it tightens right there. Stay on the stage, keeping as much momentum as possible. Another jump call. Pedal to the metal, sending it clear track in front of us. We can see exactly what's coming. And then we've got 3 right, very long, over crest, over junction. Look at that. And trusting the calls tells you exactly what's coming. And the confidence that you can carry through these corners, especially in this little lightweight Mini Cooper, is insane. You just throw it into the corners, adjusting for the angle. And right here we hear a caution into 3 left, slow it down a little bit, know it's a sharper corner, power out early, shift it into 4th. Now we're back, pedal to the middle, 6 left, logs 50. We know we got a little bit of a straight, 6 right again, still pedal to the middle, 4 left over dip. We're gonna love tap the brake, send it in over the dip, and just like this, 3 right past junction, downshift into 3rd, make sure you don't hit the logs, throw it past them. 6 right extra long means we're gonna floor it again all the way into 4th. Short 4 right means we're probably just gonna flick it in. Whenever you hear that short call, just know it's not a very long corner at all. It's mainly the actual angle of the throw. So we are still pedal to the metal, top of 4th gear, sudden 4 right tightens, love tap the brake, send it in over as it tightens, watch for the logs inside, get very close to him, trusting the calls again, 3 left long, slam the brakes into 3rd, throw it in. Now we get a 4 right tightens into 3 over dip, look for the dip, you know it's where it's going to tighten, and just right there, check it over the dip. And now we have 60 into 4 right long into bump, so we're still watching our speed just a little bit. Now we have a 5 left, keep in over 100, we're going to keep in. Almost gets squirrely, there were logs on the outside, which is why we were told to keep in. in. Luckily, we did not hit them, and we are soaring through the stage of the section right now. 4 right over bump long. Because of our speed, we're going to tap the brakes just a little bit, throw it in, look for the Titans into 3 right there, downshift into 3rd gear. We get a don't cut because of the logs inside. Try to stay towards the middle of the stage. Love tap the logs on the outside, actually. And now we are having to have a genuine correction of speed. Get so close to the logs on the outside. A little bit of trouble listening for the 3 Titans there. As you see, we are currently up 8 seconds on the competition, very close to the end of the stage. Let's keep it together as we can. We have a 4 right Titans over jump. Look for the jump, flick it accordingly, get a little wild on the outside, but keep flooring it. And that's about as McRae as it gets. So if the car still runs, we are going to send it. And look at this. We are carrying so much speed through this section. Even in the 4 rights, we are pretty much completely floored after a quick tap of the brake. 6 right over jump, past junction. Pedal to the middle, flying right now. Keep right over jump, listen for the calls. Into 5 right very long, so we're going to have angle on the jump so that we can continue to keep our speed up. Had to tap the brakes a little bit because I got fear to the inside, but we are flying at the moment. Caution, 6 left very long as we tap a log on the inside. The car is still working and we're so close to the exit. We are going to continue as planned. And it looks like we might have had a little bit of suspension damage. The car veering to the left quite a bit, but the finish is so close after this 3 right Titans. Send it over here. 4 left long. The Titans 120 over pumps. Floor it to the finish. And just like that, that was a pretty maximum pace push. By far from a perfect stage, but we did end up winning by 14 seconds on the hard difficulty. Quite the start for our Colin McRae journey. And insane to think that he was doing this in real life at 18 years old. I wish. But that is the first challenge done. Did we succeed? Because our main goal is to finish without terminal damage, but we can also win the stage as we did right there. Great time on the stage. How are we doing overall though? First place on the stage, obviously. Minor body damage from tapping that log, and it brings us into 2nd for the championship, which is better than the goal that we were set. As you can see, we have succeeded with only body damage, and now we get to move on to the 2nd car, 2nd scenario of the series. 1988, 4 years later in Scotland, we will be using a different car in the Ford Sierra Cosworth RS500. Personal tidbit about me, I have minimal experience driving rear-wheel drive rally cars. In this scenario, Colin's main rival crashed out of this event, and as a result, Colin would be able to take the victory after an important stage. So, let's hope my lack of rear-wheel drive experience doesn't take too long to record this. Spoiler alert, this took 45 minutes to get this run. So I really hope that you appreciate me pushing this rear-wheel drive car to the max, and let's see just how well I ended up doing when I finally got it put together on this stage.
Starts 100, 6 left of a small crest. Good luck.
All right, let's see what we can do with the rear-wheel drive car. Off the line, wheel spin a big factor, and watch the wheel throughout this run. We're fighting the car the whole time. Lights go down, we dump the clutch, send it through 1st gear. Very close gear ratio on this thing. We're going to reach 5th before we even get to the 1st turn here. 4 right over div. Use the front brake bias to brake hard and rotate the car initially, and then use the throttle to bail you out. That is what I learned throughout the course of this run. Watch my entry in most of these corners. It's going to be a quick blip of the brakes, get the car rotated in, and then use throttle to rotate you through these corners. As we go 5 over crest, logs inside Titans 4. We're going to hit the brakes over the crest, Scandi flick it over the crest, and then power out when we know we've got our angle. Soaring through the stage now all the way into the top of 5th gear. 6 left Titans over crest, hit the brakes before the crest, adjust your angle hard for the 5 right, down into 4th gear, floor it 3 left, we're going to downshift into 3rd, flick the car in, 6 right long over crest into 6 left long over crest, 53 right. So we're going to come over the ridge, hard on the brakes, into 3rd, get the car rotated in, drift around the corner, and straighten it out, hard charging now into 6th right long, Titans 3, again, into 3 left, opens long, so hard on the brakes, rotate the car in, find your angle, power out early as you can. Currently up almost 2 seconds on the competition, drift it through this corner right here, find your angle, charging into 4th gear, keep left over crest 60, so we're going to go hard on the brakes, left over the crest, watch our exit here, 3 left, don't cut, logs on the inside, opens 6, so we hear that opens call, we know we can power out as soon as possible. 106 left over crest into 70. We know we've got an open stage in front of us. Huge over the jump, 4 right, flick it in for that, still maintaining a lot of speed. Hard on the brakes over the hills, and we have a 3 left that we get to slow down for. Now we have caution 3 left long, brake over the crest, find your angle, power out of it. Try to keep the drifting to a minimum for the sake of speed is what we're doing right now. And look at the wheel this entire run, struggling so hard, but we are moving through the stage right now as we have consecutive right calls. We have 6 right once again, very long. Tightens short 4, so short means we're just going to downshift, flick the car, and just like that, the stage opens up for us. Listening to the calls is very beneficial, especially in stages like this. We have a turn 3 left, don't cut, probably logs on the inside. Yes, there are. We're going to double downshift there because we knew that that one was going to be tighter. We've got a 4 right that we're just going to send it over, drifting over the corners as we do. 5 right, extra long over small crest, 40. Adjust your angle over the crest. 6 left, tightens 5 over bump. Look for the bump in the road. Make sure you made that corner. And then 3 right, open 6, extra long over bumpy crest. Caution, keep right over crest into jump. So we're trying to stick to the right-hand stage here. Lots of direction changes, navigating it as well as we can in the front-wheel drive. You see the rear end is pretty much swung out the entire stage here, just managing our direction. We get a little squirrely, end up eating the edge of the stage there, but we're okay at the moment. Keep left over jump maybe, left-hand side of the track. Jump into the 4 left small over crest. Again, direction changes and managing the oversteer in a positive way, netting us some great pace here. We are constantly fighting the car, but as you see, our forward momentum is quite rapid. 6 right over, middle jump over 50, middle of the stage, into the jump, 5 left, slow it down real quick, back on the gas, hard into 5th gear, 6 right, very long, tightens long, 3, don't cut. Stick towards the edge of the stage. There are the rocks on the inside. Now floor that we've made it. 4 left, tightens 3 over crest. There's the crest, tightens into 3. We've got our angle right there. 5 right, keep middle over crest into 30. 4 right long, tightens, keep middle over crest. As you see, the calls coming in so rapid. Digesting these and while fighting the car can get a little complicated. Sometimes too complicated, and you steer off the track just like that. Did not slow down enough. Panic trying to induce oversteer. Just slid into those walls there. But minimal contact. We are still up. We're going to try and lock back in here for what is now a pretty low speed section of the stage. Tightens right, 1 long again, trying to induce the oversteer. Don't send it hard enough, and we just get a massive understeer through that corner. Not the fastest we could have taken that at all. Trying to listen to the calls once again. 4 left over crest, tightens past logs. And again, so many modifiers on these stages. The logs on the outside induce so many tightens calls. You have to listen to your entries. All the angles add up, but we end up having a decent stage so far. 5 and then slow in 4 right is a call that did not make it to me in the booth. And again, understeering into signs as we struggle to slow it down. But overall, a decent stage for us as we have 1 more corner for the finish. Swing it around, floor it over the finish. And that comes out to a 9-second victory in that stage. Absolutely sending it in the rear wheel drive. These things, once you finally get a hang of them, are a blast to drive. But I don't know if I'd want to do this over the course of an entire season, because I think my butt cheeks would get tired from clenching the entire time. That put aside, 404.855 is our final stage time. As you saw, we won by 9 seconds, and as we can confirm, we have completed the challenge. Next up, 1988 Wales in a different vehicle. Once again, we have to maintain our current position in the championship with a broken engine mount and the Peugeot 205 GTI, 175 horsepower in a car that weighs less than 2,000 pounds. So don't let its little sheepish nature fool you. This thing can absolutely rip around a rally stage, and we're going to find out as we load into Pant Mar, 2.92 miles. Very little elevation, pretty common here in Wales. And as we load in here, let's see if the broken engine mount is enough to significantly decrease our pace. As you notice, it has been raining. Let's see just how bad the understeer is as the lights get ready to go down. 2, 1. Hard launch on the car. You see me immediately fighting the wheel. We are going to have to fight understeer this entire stage, because look at this 3 right, having to grab handbrake just to get the car turned into a square left, slow the car down, rip the handbrake to send it around here, and immediately the pace is quite slow. We're going to hope that we can finish with a decent time as the stage progresses. And let's go ahead and see what the calls mean. 3 right over crest into 5 left, so we're going to rip the handbrake, swing that car around, set it up for the 5 left into 2 right, tightens over crest, slow the car down, reach for the handbrake once again. Understeer is absolutely abysmal right now. We have to fight the car so much. 4 left opens over 60. Stage is going to open up for us right here. Pedal to the metal into 6 left, 2 right tightens, don't cut. Slow the car down. Try not to get too hard on the inside, something dangerous in there, and back up to speed once again. 4 right, keep left over crest, jump, so we're going to listen to the calls, keep left over the crest, jump, keeping decent speed through here, but we know there's a 4 right coming in, slow the car down, and we have to slow it down so much more than usual because there is 0 grip on the stage at the moment. We're basically mudding. As you can see, sending it through the 4 is a little bit off stage, but the car is continuing to go forward, and we're only about 6/10 behind the current leader. We've got 30 over bumps, 4 left long. See me swing the car back, playing with momentum. If the front wheel drive car is going to understeer this bad, you're going to see me very aggressively throwing it in these corners, preferring to just fix it with the oversteer. In a front-wheel drive car, when you countersteer and apply pressure, your direction is going to change very quickly, even with low grip. So you'll see me throughout the stage sending the car into these corners and then just catching it and straightening it out. You see right here, 3 left. Not the perfect example. I actually kept just decent speed through that one, but I promise you I'm not lying to you. Got a little bit of a high-speed section coming up here. 4 left into 4 right. Tightens over crest, so we're going to watch for that crest, know that it tightens, swing it in early, find our angle into the 5 left. We'll almost hit the gate. Now down 4 seconds to our arrival. We need to pick up the pace. 3 left long. Trying to compensate for the pace that I know I'm losing by just throwing the car into these corners. 4 left into 5 right. Getting the speed back up. 4 left. Because it's raining, we're just going to love tap the brakes, send it in, find our angle. 4 right over jump, catch air right there. We know we've got a 6 left coming up into 170, so pedal to the metal, absolutely send it through this next section. And the 4 right, keep it over crest, jump, slow it down for the 4 right, over the crest, and crash. This is the wrong run. Figured I'd leave a crash in to show you guys that I'm definitely far from perfect when I play this game, and I don't always get things done on my first try, especially when we're playing Colin McRae's game mode on hard difficulty, because things get difficult. Now, trying the stage again, not the greatest start, but we're going to remember the early stages, try and swing it in, but this square left, just so little grip as we're going through this section. We kind of need to rely on momentum in these stages if we're really going to be quick. You see these kind of sub 50 miles an hour corners, the lack of momentum usually leads you to throw the car into the corners. Doesn't really work well for us. And these 2 rights, 3 left, just watch how slow the pace gets, a minimal grip, and we can't really throw the car in. And then as soon as we get the speed up to something like a 4 left into 60, throw the car in, keep our momentum forward. 6 left, don't even worry about it. Slow it down for the 2 right, don't cut. Make sure we do not cut indeed. And now 4 right over crest bump. We're just going to open the speed back up again and be able to throw it into these corners. Keep so much more speed. Get a little squirrely, hit the edge of the stage on 2 wheels for a second there, but we're going to keep trucking on to this 5 left, tightens 3, so we know there's going to be a significant angle change throughout this corner. There it is. Crest into 3 left long, and we're now up 5/10 on arrival this time, so improvements to be made on our second attempt here. 30 over bumps, 4 left long, into keep right over 30. Now we need to remember the calls because this is around the time where we crashed last time out, so listen to every single modifier. 5 left over jump, know that we have to adjust our angle. Right here, we are blind to the stage in front of us because of the forest, but trusting the calls instead of gets decent speed right now, as it looks like on the left-hand side, the AI has passed us up in this sector. 3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut, so slam the brakes, throw the car in, but don't go on the inside. And now we're going to really pick up the speed here. Consecutive 6s into 4 left over crest, into 4 right, tightens over crest, so again, throw the car in, get ready for your angle. We know it tightens over this crest, but when we made it. Power out of it, avoid the gate. Little love tap of the gate on the inside, but we're keeping our momentum up, and now we are down 3 seconds once again in this sector. Need to make it up in this high-speed section approaching here. We've got 4 left into 5 right over crest. Trust the call. We can't see anything, but we know it's over crest. Now we're really getting the speed up here. 4 left into 4 right over jump into 6 left, 170. Pick the speed up, and now we remember, do not full send it over this hill or we will smack a pole. So we're going to adjust our angle accordingly. Stick to the left-hand side, slow down, throw it in over the crest. And now could have gone faster, but we want to make sure we finish. We've got 4 left over 80. Again, in these high-speed sections, we can carry so much confidence into these corners. Just kind of throw it in, catch it because the car's front-wheel drive, and deal with the consequences. Hopefully never. We got a 4 left, tightens around log, tightens square left. So again, slow the car down, make sure we have decent entry into this square. And for the first time, keeping a decent line into these low-speed corners. We've got another one right here, hairpin right. Slow the car down, find it in, and again, relying on the handbrake to swing us, to swing us in, and then powering out of it, yielding us decent results here. Let's see if we can catch back up to the AI here at the end of the stage. I don't know if y'all heard that bad camber call, but with the opposite leaning track and muddy conditions in a front-wheel drive car, you just lose the car to understeer. So a very slow section there. We've got a 5 right over jump into 3 left long, tightens over crest. So look in the stage. You find the crest, we know it tightens, so we adjust our angle preemptively and put ourselves in a great position to power through these consecutive 5s into a 2 right long tighten. So again, hard on the brakes. So we angled in early and netted us a great entrance through that corner. I wish I could say that was 100% on purpose, but we knew what was coming. And now we're going to power over finish, take out that exit sign because we know what's coming up. And let's see just how well we did over the stage. We knew we were moving, but we probably could have done better. See if the 6-second difference is still enough for us to finish where the challenge needs us to finish as we pull into the park. Guy tells us to stop, we're going to stop. 3:34.356. I don't know if that's a good time or not. I've actually never done this stage or driven this car, so Obviously not fantastic. 12th place overall. Yikes. 12th place on the stage as well? Or 12th place over... Yeah, 12th place overall. Yikes. Finished top 5. He did not. Looking over the rest of the challenges. Obviously, next episode, we will go ahead and try to beat that one. And going forward, we've got Sweden in the snow with the rear-wheel drive car, and New Zealand also going back to the Ford Sierra Cosworth. So, high-speed rear-wheel drive action coming in next episode after we redeem ourselves in that front-wheel drive H2 challenge. But y'all heard me here next episode. Y'all know what's coming next. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. As always, really appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure to heel-toe that like and subscribe combo. And before I leave, I switched up the camera angles a little bit, switched up how this episode was going. Like I said, this is new to the channel, so tell me what you guys like. You like the commentary over only cockpit footage? Y'all like commentary with the third-person view as well? Do y'all want to see some of my fails? Like I said, none of these were first try attempts, so if you guys want to see more of me sending it into a tree, I'll show it. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all. But one more time, thank you guys for tuning in. I love the support you guys have been giving me, and of course, I will catch y'all in the next one.